So I thought it would be a really great idea to take out every single vehicle I've ever made and like look at them all at once in an effort to like brainstorm for the Cerulean project this year, because every year I make some sort of vehicle and like I'm still kind of caught up between a couple of things. And like, let me tell you, this is a terrible idea. Like a really fucking terrible idea, because so many of them were in my basement and like walking up and down the stairs. I'm so fucking tired. And I am hungry. And I have to take every single one of these fucking things back inside, and like, yo, I do not know what I was thinking. Like, I kind of thought, like, when I sat down to film it, I was like, well, this just even seems like a stupid video now, but like, yo, I'm making the video, this is getting posted because like, this just took too much fucking effort. So like, I have a fleet of vehicles. Like, I have made a lot over time. Most of these were made a long time ago, back when I was doing like G.I. Joe Classified and like Marvel Legends customs, which you'll see a lot of Cobra logos on these. And some of them like never got stored correctly because I didn't used to have like a DTOF, so they're just like very dusty. What you didn't see because of my sunglasses is throughout half of that, my eyes were closed, hating myself. Holy shit. Let's take a look. Not all of these are like actual vehicles. Some of them are like mounts. That troll, you know, is gonna have a head that you can fit a goblin on that I'm getting from Wolfkin Customs. This here, just slow reveal. We can go over what everything is in a little bit. But like, let's just be dramatic with it, because that's fun. I'm kind of struggling to do this. But you know, that's everything. Everything I managed to take out. So let's talk about them. I just took this troll out really because I was curious how it looked like scaled with everything else. But you know, this is one of the reasons I love to go to local like collectible stores, because this was in a cheap in for $3. So I just cut out enough room in the bottom like to fit feet in, probably fit a goblin in there too. This also, like, I got this is like a land speeder that was designed for like 2-inch figures, and I just cut it out and found enough room to get like a small, like a 6-inch figure in there. This is the Velocipede by Detour Customs, which I did a video on fairly recently. This is a fucking crazy thing. So this is from Kenner. So this is a hover tank. It's from Alien. It's like an Aliens or Predator, I don't know. But most Kenner stuff in the 90s, you can fit a like a 6-inch scale or like 5-inch figure in. This is Master of the Universe, of course. Then you've got the Invisible Jet, which I put a swig in. And I'm bringing to Legion's Con this year. And I wish that Wonder Woman logo wasn't so prominent. You know, I didn't realize it was going to be so visible, and to be fair, it was invisible before I started painting it. So that's those two are DC Super Powers vehicles, and you can fit a goblin in them pretty easily because they're 5-inch scale figures. This is like a Superman ship. I don't know why Superman needs a fucking ship, but what do I know? I don't know anything about DC Comics. I guess Superman needs to fly sometimes, and maybe gets tired. This is also Kenner. This is from Alien. I don't know if it's from Alien or Predator either. Those lines kind of like are similar to me, but you can. I fit a swig in here, so a goblin can fit. Obviously, if you can fit swig, you can fit any goblin. This is just like Black Widow's motorcycle, and I think I was just learning how to use Turbo Dork with this and just fucking around, and I don't know what the fuck I even did with it. It's so old. And this is like the Lowrider. It's WWE Lowrider. That's right, I forgot that that's not even glued on. So I did kind of like a fade here, and I also didn't glue that on. So I didn't finish this yet. I need to put something over these wheels so you can't see the logo, because just like the McMahons are awful people, I certainly don't want that logo on a vehicle. I know a lot of people probably love wrestling in this fandom, and that's fine. I get it. A lot of my friends love wrestling. And this is also DC Superpowers. This is Brainiac's vehicle, like, if I'm not mistaken. And you can get a goblin to stand up, and you can get like just a regular Mythic Legions figure to stand up in this pretty nicely. This is also WWE. I imagine this would fit. I mean, I fit like 6-inch scale figures in here, so I would imagine you can fit like probably a 7-inch scale figure with some modifications if needed. And this is another McFarlane vehicle. This is the thing that Batman doesn't sit down in. He leans forward because Batman never relaxes. I fucking guess. It must suck to be Batman. This is McFarlane as well. This is from Avatar, and I just added a Mythic Legions like head, and this is the spiky tail is from the Diamond Select Sandman. And this is also Kenner. I fucking love this thing. This is the Chuck Norris Karate Corvette. This is from like, I feel like maybe even the 80s. And I found this for $40 in one of those toy hunts, and I didn't buy it, and I kind of regret it because I think I might want to do it for this video. But the thing is, like, it's hard to see, but this is already the perfect color for this. Like, it's hard for me to imagine repainting a different color, and now I'm just going to be doing it twice. Although, you know, since I've done it, I know a lot more about how to film this sort of thing. You know, I don't know shit about filming anything. How to like paint Turbo Dork. By the way, this is, I took these AWOC weapons and I made these into like bumpers. I'm trying to make this as like sort of dystopian future as possible, but like, you know, I just kind of got caught because I started to get frustrated with everything I had to do to get progress on it. Oh, breathing is hard right now. This is a McFarlane like Fortnite thing, and this is Cosmic Ghost Rider. I fucking love Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is LOL Surprise Dolls. And they make some vehicles that are like absolutely perfect for 7-inch figures, because I think their figures are 7 inches, but like this isn't even painted, like and this thing is amazing, honestly. LOL Surprise Dolls. Who knew that a toy line my daughter loved that I didn't understand the appeal of would be something that I was making into fucking vehicles and putting weird interpretations of G.I. Joe characters from Ninja Force in. This is the Bat Raptor. This thing is fucking amazing, and it's the one Batman movie I really love anyways. This is LOL Surprise Dolls, and it turned out the big LOL surprise was that this was fucking tiny. Well, that was clever. I didn't expect to make a funny joke, but I was able to fit like a 5-inch scale figure. This probably fit, like I had to do a lot of mods to fit something in here, but it comes with subwoofers. Like, that's dope, right? And it's just splatter paint. Now, another thing that is like useful as a vehicle if you want to fuck around and make some is Barbie vehicles. This is a Barbie boat. The Barbie boats are like perfect and super cheap. And there was a mast I added on here, see Barbie, and the mast just broke off, so that is unfortunate. This is a turtle van that came out, like the pizza van. There was like a gun here, and I put Deadpool in. He shot. This was for the Cerulean project last year. I still have these guys in there. This is that insane like Batman bat like giant skull motorcycle that is cool, I guess, but just like super bizarre. And this is really cool, also McFarlane, also Batman, and so like it's just a shit ton of Batman stuff because nobody else makes cheap, you know, vehicles. This is like the truck that takes the soul of Batman, I think. I actually like that idea. I guess it's so bonkers, but it's also really stupid. This is the Scooby van. It's the first vehicle I ever made, and this I made for Gomez and Vapor, actually. Back when I used to do custom Mezco, that was like the first customs I was making. This came out kind of dope, but I wish I did a different color. This right here is one of the coolest things I've found ever. Like, talk about like why I love to go to like collectible stores and shit. Sometimes they get new like collections in, and they don't like price them yet. I've been lucky a couple of times with that, and I didn't know like when I bought this that I was fucking really getting a good deal. By the way, the Cerulean project has slide on decals. There's one. It didn't come out great. I got fucked up, but here's some in the back. So that's cool. They do that. Anyway, back to this. So this is a Bratz truck, and this Bratz are huge. So this will fit like a large figure, and like you could fit, this is like too big really for a 6-inch figure, and it's covered with dust because where the fuck are you gonna store something this big? So what's amazing about this, however, is that it like turns into a stage. I don't know why the speaker's on the fucking bottom, considering these slide out. I did this whole project called Gold Soldier a long time ago. That was like a weird take on like Destro and Cobra. That was a lot of fun, and some people who are following me will remember that. This was about the vibe of it. You know, you can take this apart and you can fit a decent, you know, there's some vehicles that'll fit right in there, and you can do like a plane that launches straight up, and you can just fucking Spy Hunter, you know, Knight Rider, you know, fucking Smoking the Bandit, that shit. And I'm thinking about really stripping this down this year and doing that, like stripping it all the way the fuck down, repainting it, and then putting like a smaller vehicle in there, because that would be kind of sick. So that's one thing I'm thinking about for the Cerulean project for this year. Of all the vehicles I've made, and there's got to be at least 10 more than these, and maybe not 10, but a lot more, this is my favorite. And of all the customs I've made, and unfortunately with the light, you can't fucking see any of these really well. I've never been so deliberate with a custom ever. And it's because like I always wanted this as a child. And the reason that I feel like the reason I made so many vehicles is like, I didn't get G.I. Joe vehicles as a kid, I had a couple, but I really just got the figures. And my other favorite toy were like Matchbox cars. I was obsessed with cars as a kid. So really wanted this because it's one of the very few G.I. Joe vehicles that are very close to looking like a real thing you would see on the streets, just fucking badass. And then like, all this shit that Gridiron made for this, was amazing. So the bumper, it's not from Gridiron, and this is a drop-down kit, so it's a lowrider, and that's not from Gridiron, and that's from this guy on Etsy, but I just don't remember his name. Anyway, he's got the best driver like possible, I think. It's very important to me to get him in once that line came out. That was fun, actually, like to look at all this stuff. I enjoyed that. I don't know if you did. I don't know if you watched this far. All right, so the options for this year, there are a lot. There are more than this, but this is what I've got like out, because there's a lot of walking up and down the stairs, and I'm like about to die from the death one has from too many stairs walking. But this one, I was thinking that this, like I prime this because even if I don't use it, if you put like a goblin and you get some long hair on it and you like make that hair blonde, and this is a Barbie vehicle, so if I can get that done by Legion's Con, it can make for an interesting little project. This also is LOL Surprise Dolls, and this turns into like I don't know what this turns into. Hold on. So that's not a part all the way, I don't remember what you're supposed to do with it, but like it opens and that provides some interesting possibilities, but I don't really know how to take this apart. This is primed already, but because I had taken it apart, getting it back together was difficult. But this is like a bat thing from DC Superpowers, bat multi fucking craft vehicle, multi-terrain bat plane boat thing. I don't know, but it fits 2 goblins. So this is that LOL Surprise like convertible that I showed before. Just like, this is how it comes, man. It's fucking like, I told you that is how it comes, right? This is all like works in the black light. It looks crazy. I mean, this thing was kind of like made for me in the weirdest way possible. Who would have fucking known? And I don't know what like Speedmatic is. I'm not really familiar with the LOL Surprise lore. That may surprise you, but like LOL. This is a Stegosaurus, in case you don't know a lot about dinosaurs. Kind of figured like I can easily mod this out and have to remove the spikes at the top, and that would be kind of cruel, but I can like get like a saddle or something on there and just put some guns on them. Maybe, I don't know really what I was thinking, but this is that Fortnite boat. You guys probably recognize this. This is the Bat Raptor prior to being modded, because again, I found another one cheap and I thought I'd paint it, maybe sell it one day. I'm not really sure. This is probably the coolest Batmobile ever because it just looks like so much like a regular car that's been kind of hot rodded out. I just took my shoes off, so hopefully you won't see my socks, or maybe you will. I don't fucking care really. And this is, it's such a cool fucking Batmobile. Now, it's from like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. They think I am hiding in the shadows, but I am the shadows. Like, what the fuck? Get over yourself. Honestly, I got this in 2021. It was just on sale at Target. I just buy shit on sale, like a lot of toy collectors, thinking I could use this someday and don't always have the ability to do it. I mean, I could take this, put a harness on it that can fit a few characters, and I mean like a saddle, but then like put some guns on it and paint part of the face silver or gold or just another metallic, turbo door, obviously, probably, maybe, I don't know. And then I'd love to have the mouth open and have like a giant fucking like gun inside of there, but again, like it's just a lot of work to figure out how to do that. This is everything. I'm like, I would love to say, tell me what you think I should make and vote upon it or whatever in the comments. But like, I'm not going to lie to myself. I've got very few followers, and I don't think most people who even watch the whole video, like how many people make it to this point, would be a small amount, I would think. I don't know. This seems like a realistic like assessment of where we are now. It's pretty early into their being. It's like only been a month, and I don't really have an end to this sentence. so much sweating and so much sweat.